Hi everybody, just a quick little movie review. I purchased this just the other day, and I have to say, I thought this was going to be hilarious. It has Bill Murray, it has Adam Driver, it has all of Steve Buscemi, Danny Glover. I mean, all these people you've heard before. I mean, look, just that's what they're even advertising. All of these big names. This reminded me a lot like the Darjeeling Limited, you know? It's just very dry, bland humor, but at the same time, it tried to be like tongue-in-cheek. It's like, hey, look, we're being meta. We're talking about this, we're talking about that. They even say in the movie, like, oh, why do I know this song? Why do I know this song? He's like, oh, it's the theme song for the movie that they're in. He's like, oh, okay. And then they'll be like, oh, how do you know that? And he goes, well, I read the script. Oh, okay, you read the script. I only read my lines, the scenes that we were in, because that's what the director gave me. You know, little things like that. It's like, oh, ha, you're funny. But it wasn't. Nothing in this movie made me laugh. Nothing made me smile. I see where some people would have some kind of humor with this. I'm not saying that this needed to be, you know, like a super bad or any other kind of like offbeat, like just American Pie kind of comedy. You know, I don't only like those kinds of movies. I don't really even care about American Pie or anything like that. This humor just didn't make me laugh. I love the original Ghostbusters. I love Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. I love those things. When I watch Bill Murray, I expect that kind of stuff, but I didn't get it. And this is not the first movie that Bill Murray was in with this director, Jim Jarmusch. I don't know how to actually pronounce his name, but Jim Jarmusch. And I did watch his other movie. I think it was called Broken Flowers. That one made me so angry at the end of it because it was just had no point. Just like this movie has no point. There is absolutely no point. In fact, when you have one of the characters literally just leave the movie to get killed by zombies just because of no point, no reason, that shows you that everything has no point. No character has a point. The movie's storyline has no point. There is nothing happening in this movie. There is no entertainment value in this movie at all. Absolutely one of the worst movies I've seen this year, and I've seen a lot of bad movies. This is one of the worst because they had so much going for them, so much, and it turned out to be so hideous. I could break this down for you real quick. I mean, this is pretty quick. Starts out them walking to an old guy in the middle of the woods, thinking that he killed some chickens from this other guy's place, Frank's. But wait a second. One thing you'll notice is the camera sucks. The lighting is terrible. It literally looks like a home movie shot on maybe a 4K like camcorder. It looks bad. You're like, is this meant to be like this? Is got a little, just maybe a 28 Days Later kind of feel where they purposely used crappy cameras to get this certain feel. No, it was just lazy. So they talk to him and then they're like, oh, should we take him in? No, they leave. So then they go off to, they're like, oh, first of all, they're driving, and then he's like, hey, should we go to the diner? No. Should we go to the diner? No. That's all Bill Murray's thought process is. I want to go get some coffee and some donuts. And then you just see they put on the song, and Adam Driver's like, oh, this is when they say, they have the talk about this song, and then they're just like, oh, blah, 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 blah. oh, well, yeah, no, this is a song from this is the theme song for the movie. And then he's like, oh, okay. And then you sit there and you're like, ah, it's gonna be one of those movies. Which is not bad. It seems very, I say, college kid thesis. You know, it always reminds me of like a college kid's artistic thesis where they're like, I want to be very meta. I want to kind of blur the boundaries of filmmaking and already made, you know, and the world of the film. I want to do that. And you see it in many movies, so many movies, so many. And so if you're trying to say, hey, this is outlandish, nobody's done this. No, 5 million people have done this. So many movies have done this before. In a zombie apocalypse, maybe not very many, but anything that could be done properly or well is not done well in this movie. The zombies look nice. After that, the characters literally just show pretty much every character in the movie in just random scenes that really have no point whatsoever to be in the movie. And then after that, 2 people die from zombies because of, they don't know really why. They just kind of make up a point. They're like, oh look, fracking the polar Alps, the polar the polar areas have caused the Earth's axis to be different, which is causing this. That's literally what has been going on the radio, and then now they're like, oh, okay, well, you know what, that's what's causing zombies. And literally everybody just agrees with zombies because that's the kind of movie it is. It's supposed to be a comedy. And they're like, oh, that's funny. But no, I mean, it comes off pointless and deprived. And it just, it's literally one of the most boring movies. You have to struggle to go through it because nothing happens. When they get anywhere, like when they see the dead bodies, first time you see the dead bodies, they walk in there, look over here, same shot, look over here, same shot. Then they walk out. Then somebody else shows up. We have to see the same shot. And they then cut to the same shot of the same dead bodies. And they walk out. Another person shows up. And they ask the same question. Now, normally this is kind of funny. It's kind of like a Monty Python kind of a joke, dry humor joke. But Monty Python knows how to do humor. And so it's funny. It's really funny in Monty Python's kind of skits or any movies that they do. Here, it's absolutely pointless, and it's not funny, and it's boring, and see, okay, so I like some of, like, let's say Wes Anderson. I like some of his movies. I like Bottle Rocket. I like Bottle Rocket. Rocket was great. It was fun. I hated Darjeeling Limited. I didn't find any of that funny. And I like some of his movies. Excuse me. I like some of his movies. I think he's hit or miss, especially on the Drive. You know, Royal Tenenbaums was a good movie. This was terrible, and this was somebody else who's doing about the same kind of humor. Jim Jarmusch. Not a good movie. I would never ask somebody to sit through this. I actually think this should be on Battle of the Worst. This is a bad movie. When you literally at the end of the movie have Tilda Swinton, who she's an amazing actress, and she plays this like a robot, like an alien. And guess what? At the end of the movie, she's an alien and she gets abducted or beamed back to her ship, and then the whole falling action of the movie. This is literally, the movie accumulates to nothing. Nothing happens. And then they finally just drive away and they're like, okay, we're driving. Then all of a sudden, they're already pinned at a cemetery. Bodies are lodged in their tires and they can't move. And then they just say, hey, what's the end of the script say? Well, it says we get out there and we shoot things. And he's like, okay, let's go do it. So they do that and then die. End of the movie. That's it. The movie's plot is dictated through the characters saying, oh, by the way, the script says we need to go here now. I know it's supposed to be funny that way, but it just comes off as not entertaining. There's no entertainment. If the characters know that they're in a movie, why do I care about any of the characters in the movie? So it seems like a really bad thesis. It seems like a really bad film thesis that somebody's like, I'm gonna be edgy. I'm gonna be edgy. But it's not edgy. It's not entertaining. It's not, yeah. Burn this. Burn this movie. Don't see this. I'm gonna put it on that shelf. But I regret this. So, do I give this movie a rating? I don't give this movie a rating. I say just don't watch it. If you want to have a good time, if you want to watch a movie, it's going to be entertaining. Watch anything but this.